We are currently on Belle Isle, where just in 1 hour, 3 men from Stand Up for Great Lakes will be crossing Lake Erie, and it's all to donate and raise money for Coorperative Institute for Great Lakes Research. I'm here with Brad. Good morning.
Good morning. Good to be here.
So, first of all, what is Coorperative Institute for Great Lakes Research?
So we are an institute that is housed at the University of Michigan, but we're a cooperative between government agencies, private businesses, and universities that span all of the Great Lakes, both sides of the borders. We work together to do research that protects people, keeps them healthy, keeps the Great Lakes healthy and prosperous.
So when the 3 men came up to you and said, we want to help you guys out, what was your first reaction?
Oh, we were thrilled. I mean, what a positive, terrific way to bring attention to this amazing freshwater resource. It was really nice to get recognition that some of the things we're doing is making a difference in the Great Lakes. But really, we were most thrilled to be able to join with this group and sort of raise our awareness, rethink our relationship with Lake Erie and how we treat it.
And you guys are doing a lot of work with algal blooms. Now, for people who don't know what those are, can you explain a little bit?
Sure. When the waters warm up in the summer and we've loaded a lot of nutrients coming down from the rivers from our watersheds, we have the perfect conditions for algae. Warm water, lots of nutrients, they bloom, but there's a particular kind of algae, actually a couple that create toxins. Toxins that are neurotoxins to people. They can also aerosolize, they can get into the air and actually affect people with respiratory disease. They can hurt your animals if they happen to drink the water. And then I think importantly, when those algae die, they sink to the bottom, they suck up all the oxygen from the lake, and that's when we get things like fish kills. And so it's really bad for people, it's bad for the ecosystem, and we've got to be able to protect them and get them in control. Do
you think it's going to affect the paddle boarders here this morning and throughout the night and day?
No, I don't think so. We're very early in the season, so the harmful algal bloom hasn't actually started to the point that it's going to be dangerous to anybody. It probably will happen a little bit later in the summer as the water warms up, but I think these paddlers are going to be just fine.
I mean, how exciting is this for you to be able to see this happen 80 miles across Lake Erie just to raise awareness for these Great Lakes?
Can you imagine paddling 80 miles across? I couldn't do a mile.
Yeah,
I think it's unbelievable the guys have this much endurance. So we're really thrilled to partner with them. We're really thrilled to bring some attention back to Lake Erie. It's a phenomenal lake. Just if you drive the shorelines, beautiful, beautiful place. And for us to rethink our relationship with this lake and maintain it for generations to come is something that we couldn't be happier about.
Well, thank you so much for all the work that you do, and they have already raised more than $10,000, but there is still money left to be raised. And if you're looking for more information or a link to donate, head to 9and10news.com. Adam, Lauren, good morning. So all the paddleboarders are here, and they're getting ready for their 80-mile trek across Lake Erie. I'm here with Quinn. How are you feeling right now?
Nerves right now until we start paddling. I mean, it's we've been planning so long and lack of sleep last night. It's just nerves and excitement.
Yeah, I can only imagine. And so 80 miles, what do you bring on a paddleboard for an overnight journey?
Yeah, first thing down here we have our dry suit, so in case we do go in the water, it keeps us dry, and if we hit any rain or anything like that. As we work down, we have dry bags, which I'll have a cooler here in a little bit with my food and things on it. Dry bags have lights for at night, those type of things. Some unique stuff for this paddle compared to the other ones, we actually have bug nets on this one. We've heard the mayflies and just mosquitoes and gnats, those type of things can get bad. And then for the first time ever, we actually carrying our own water on board as well. We each have around 4 to 6 liters, just in case we go through any of those algae blooms. You can't drink out of the water like we have in previous ones. And then the coolest thing, I think, we're all starting in Red Wing jerseys. So we're going by the Joe Louis Arena. We all grew up going to games, following Iserman and Shanahan and all those guys. So to be able to go by the Joe as they're tearing it down, wearing Red Wings jerseys will be just a little symbolic.
Yeah, that's really special too. And this is different from the other paddles because it's an urban paddle.
Yeah, so we decided to start right downtown Detroit, go by the skyline, and that's a new thing for us. Usually we're in like these prestige, open wilderness areas. So starting right by Detroit and Windsor, which is across the river right now, going by all these places like River Rouge and Zug Island and things like that. So.
Well, good luck to you. With just an hour away from you guys going off, but we want to talk to Jeff over here. Okay, how are you feeling, Jeff?
Pretty good. A little nervous to get started, but I think once we get going, that'll kind of go away.
Yeah. What's the mentality like when you're going to be out there?
Just try to be tough. Try not to think too much about the 80 miles, but try to focus on like 1 hour at a time.
Well, good luck to you both. And in just an hour, they are going to be setting off to cross Lake Erie. We're going to be following their journey all day long and tomorrow morning as well. Adam, Lauren, good morning. So far, they have raised more than $11,000 for Cooperative Institute of Great Lakes Research. I'm here with Quinn. We're about time. Why are you guys doing this?
Like you said, we do something kind of crazy and cool to raise awareness and to raise funds for an organization working hard for the lake. So we're doing 81 miles to raise that awareness. So
what are going to be the most challenging aspects of the next journey?
Whenever we do a crossing, there's always the same challenges of staying up over 24 hours, waves, winds, all of that kind of stuff. This one's a little unique because it sounds like we're going to run into some bug issues. So we have some bug nets. We also have to take on our own water, so that's another issue because of the algae blooms. But each lake has its own challenge, and obviously some freighter waves too. I forgot to mention that one.
Yeah, this is the second freighter already in the last 15 minutes. Is that nerve-wracking a little bit?
No, the freighters we're not as worried about. I mean, it will cause some waves, but it's the little speedboats that go by that can really knock off the walls and then come get you and knock you off your board. So we've dealt with freighters, especially on Superior, so we're used to that part.
Well, good luck to you. We'll let you start getting
Thank
in.
you.
We're going to go over here and talk to Joe. Joe, how are you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. Are you nervous?
I mean, I don't know if there's time to get nervous, just trying to get everything set up and everything, so, but yeah, I mean, maybe, I don't know. Sorry.
What's your mindset at right now?
It's a lot of craziness. This is nuts, but the good thing is, like, when you get out on the water, it's nice and calm and relaxing, so I'm excited for that.
What hour of the travel was the most difficult for you guys?
For me, it's the first 15 are pretty rough for me, then I kind of get loosened up and get in the zone, and then it's pretty, I like it after that, but the first few miles are rough.
Well, thank you so much. We're going to go ahead and go over here to Jeff. Good morning, Jeff. I see you putting on a red rose right now. What are you doing that for?
I'm going to do a memorial for my aunt who passed away 2 weeks ago, and we learned about her death while we were on our training paddle. And she was from Michigan and then lived in Ohio, so we'll do a little something for her.
Wow, that's really emotional and just adds to a little bit of what you guys are doing here.
Yeah.
And what's going to keep you going throughout this entire journey?
Chocolate espresso beans.
Chocolate espresso beans. I like it. How many are you going to have?
I got a whole bag full, so yeah, those will keep me going at night.
Yeah, it's getting pretty tearful. Everyone's kind of saying their final goodbyes and getting ready to get on the water. And what are you most looking forward to when you're out there?
I'm looking forward to first the river part, going past Joe Louis, kind of as they tear it down. So have a lot of good memories from watching the Red Wings there.
And you guys are actually doing something special and starting off the journey wearing what?
I'm going to be wearing my Steve Yzerman jersey. So, yeah, right here.
And you said it's actually signed, too.
Yeah, no, I got to be careful not to fall in while I'm wearing that.
What are some other things that you are keeping on your paddleboard?
I've got a dry bag here. It's got some food, drinks, got a bunch of water, GoPro. I think they're telling us to start here. But
all right, they're getting ready to start. We're going to go ahead and get out of the way. We're going to be following their journey on 9 and 10 News all day long. We're going to be back in just a few minutes to watch them leave. Adam, Lauren, back to you guys. Hi, Reagan. Whitney, hi. We are here in Gibraltar, where the Detroit River ends and Lake Erie begins. The paddlers are going to be here soon. They left Belle Isle around 9 a.m. today, headed towards Sandusky, Ohio, a complete 80-mile journey. Let's take a live look right now to where they're at on the Detroit River. About a quarter of the way through their 80-mile journey, crossing Lake Erie is expected to take more than 24 hours. So why are they doing this? They're raising awareness about our beautiful Great Lakes and raising money for the Cooperative Institute for Great Lakes Research. So far, they've raised more than $10,000 with a goal of $15,000. Talking with the paddleboarders beforehand, they're most nervous about their trek right now on the Detroit River, facing the current. They're facing to maneuver through shipping lanes and boat wakes from freighters, but they have 2 safety boats on board with them, with an EMT as well, just in case. They have successfully crossed Lake Michigan, Lake Superior, Lake Huron, and hopefully crossing Lake Erie. This one is different because it's an urban paddle. So make sure you stay with us on air and online. We're going to be following their journey, but most importantly, stay with us on social media at our Instagram 9 and 10 News and our Facebook page. We'll be posting behind the scenes photos that you're not going to want to miss. Live in Gibraltar, Reagan Blissett, 9 and 10 News.